Hello and thank you for clicking on the video. I'm Alex, the formerly faceless voice of the channel, and today I'm being joined by my brother Rob and our worst friend Joe. So we've been doing reaction videos over on Rob's channel for the last several months, and I decided that maybe I can use the fact that we've been doing those to try and force him to give anime a chance, a medium that he's always sort of mocked me and Joe here for being into.
He hates it so fucking much. I don't get it.
Now, normally we would have put these over on his channel, but we're doing so many videos over there already. He didn't really want to clutter it up, so we decided anything anime related we're gonna try putting over here. So yeah, we'll be starting with the first episode here of My Hero Academia. Now, for context, me and Joe have already seen all of the series. We're all caught up with it. This is more about trying to force Robert to give anime a chance. So, Rob, are you looking forward to it at all?
I mean, I guess. I just like doing reaction shit. Look, on my channel, we react to a bunch of shit that like we've never seen, and it's really opened both of our eyes to all these shows that we actually ended up liking. Anime, I'm not really a big fan of the art style. It's just not my thing. The extent of anime that I watched, and is Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And we don't even consider those anime because that was just our Saturday morning cartoons. So
yeah, I wouldn't call that anime personally. Just that was our, again, Saturday morning cartoon stuff. For me back then, those were basically the same as watching something like Jackie Chan Adventures or Static Shock. But things are different now. These shows are going to be different compared to what we were watching back then. Now, because Robert is new to this, and much like a lot of us who have gotten into anime for the first time, we are going to be watching this in English dub. Robert is not really too keen on watching anything and having to read the subtitles.
Yeah, I'm not reading. Sorry.
But My Hero Academia does have a very, very good dub. Personally, I enjoy it most of the time more than the sub version. So yeah. With that being said, let's just go ahead and dive on into the video, this first episode.
Are you excited, Rob?
No.
Why are you being so mean? You're making him cry, Kachan. If you keep on hurting him, I'll stop you myself.
You gotta do shit.
You want to pretend to be a hero? You don't stand a chance without a quirk, Deku.
But that won't hold me back. If anything, it pushes me to do better. That's one huge supervillain! The first incident was in Ching Ching City.
What?
An extraordinary child was born who radiated light.
Ching Ching City.
After that, reports of people with superpowers popped up across the globe. No one knew
Oh, look
what
at
was
this
causing
fucking
these quirks.
Ace right here.
Before long, the supernatural
Oh, I can
became
move
a
these with my
totally
mind,
normal,
but I'm just gonna
dreams
flip
a
through this
reality.
book.
The world became a superhuman society, with about 80% of the population possessing some uncanny ability.
Jeez, that's
Our
a
streets
lot.
look like scenes from comic
Doesn't
books.
feel like
The city
special at
swirled
all
with
then.
chaos and confusion.
Yeah,
a new
I thought
profession
the same
dominated
thing
our
when I first
collective
saw it.
consciousness. Oh, this is gonna be good! It's Kamui Woods! He may be new, but he's making a big name for himself!
One look at that
Wonder
dopey
if, like,
grin and I know what
that's
you
a mask,
are.
or
A
if he just really is
fanboy.
made of wood.
Sorta.
You are the incarnation of evil.
There!
Oh, that
his
stuff doesn't
special
sound
move!
that bad. I don't know
Show
about
us
the
something
incarnation of
flashy.
evil.
The preemptive?
Finding Lacquer Chain Prison!
Canyon Cannon!
Piece of cake for the world's next hottest hero. Hi there,
Really
everyone.
desperate
I'm
for a
Mom
picture of a
Lady.
giant ass.
And you don't have
Hell
to worry
yeah.
about this bum anymore.
Giant cheeks make the world go round.
The dude was mad because she got all the credit. She knocked him out, dude.
She kind of deserves it, huh?
I mean, she landed the final blow, but he was about to take him out.
But he didn't.
Nah, she got the last hit. He's gonna get the last hit bonus now.
Those who perform the best were paid the most.
Rob,
and
you'll
got
learn
all the
about
fame
that
and
reference
glory.
in a minute.
Their careers depended on their ability to stay in the spotlight.
Oh.
What's that, fanboy? You taking notes over there? Want to be a hero too, huh?
Yes, more than anything.
So is he just like a kid that wants to be a hero? That's what this shit is about?
So, I'm the real deal, but these guys will be lucky to end up as sidekicks to some busted D-lister.
You think you're better than us, Kotsky?
Let's go. I'll take you all
Well, he's
on.
definitely better than
You've
Long
got
Nose.
impressive test results. Maybe you will get into UA High.
With big ears.
And long neck. And wide smile.
Oh yeah, Midoriya. Don't you want to go to UA too?
Midoriya, you're kidding, right? There's no way you're getting into the hero course without a
I don't understand how the dude with the nose
They got
is
rid
laughing.
of that rule. I could be the
Yeah,
first one.
he's not any better.
Some of these powers are
Listen
so
up,
worthless
Deku.
that they
You're
really
even
have no
worse
right to
than the
say
rest of
anything.
these damn rejects, you quirkless wannabe. You really think they'd let
I can
someone
smell
like
someone
you in when
fart
they could
from
have
2 miles
me?
away.
Really? I'm not trying to compete against you.
All you want, sucker. This cash is mine.
Dude, where are all the heroes?
Weird. Normally someone would swoop in right away.
Maybe they're all still busy from that scene this morning. Remember when we didn't have to worry about randos with quirks all the time?
Seriously, there's no stopping them.
Yes, there is. You know why?
You guys are so fucking bad ahead.
I am here.
Okay.
Most first-string heroes show potential early on. People look at them and just know they're destined for greatness. When I'm the only student from this garbage junior high to get into UA, people will start talking about me like that. They'll realize I'm legit, the next big thing.
What's the bully's
It's not
quirk?
ego
Make a
talking,
fucking
I just
douche?
know I'm good. Ego.
You're not wrong, but
Here's a little word of advice, nerd. Don't even think of applying, or else. Just pray that you'll be born with a quirk in your next life, and take a swan dive off the roof of the building.
see, the first time I watched this, like, I hated the fuck out of Bakugo. I was like, this guy's just a dick. Why does he want to be a hero? He's clearly a dick.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
I
a
love
villain.
how he just casually tells the main character to kill
Can't go
himself
around
too.
telling people to kill
Yeah,
themselves.
that's not very
If I
heroic.
really jumped, what would he do then? My dreams have turned into fish food. It was the debut of the greatest hero the world has ever known.
Who is he? The guy's already saved 100 people at least, and it hasn't even been 10 minutes. This is crazy. I can't believe it. Fear not, citizens. Hope has arrived. Because I am here.
He's the coolest in the universe! And once I get my quirk, I'm gonna be a hero just like him!
That's a great plan.
Sorry, kid. It's not gonna happen.
See that, Mom? There's always a smile on his face, no matter how bad things get.
It's because he has a quirks, dude.
Even when things seem impossible, he never gives up.
Leave him alone.
Look, I understand he's sad, but he seems a bit young for a total mental breakdown.
Yeah, like this part's supposed to be really sad, but like his face kind of takes me out of it.
Yeah.
He looks like Chucky, like the good guy doll.
Especially his little freckles.
Mom, that's not what I needed you to say.
Look at all that
Couldn't
snot.
you see? My world was crumbling. There was only one thing I wanted to hear.
Now's your chance to prove yourself, son. Be the hero you've always wanted to be. Fucking nailed it.
Oh, what the hell? He's shoving his dick in his mouth. You want to take it?
Oh, I mean, he could be. We don't know.
Yeah, what body part is that?
I can't breathe.
Have no fear, you're safe.
Dude, move your ass. He's still being like dick drowned.
Now that I am here, that is.
I have to talk to her.
Texas Smash! Hey, wake up!
He's slapping him with his dick.
What?
Jesus.
Thought we lost you there.
I was about to say I do this to my dog all the time, and then you said that, and I'm like, never mind.
Sorry about that back there. I didn't mean to get you caught up in my justicing. Usually I pay more attention to keeping bystanders safe, but it turns out this city sewer system is pretty difficult to navigate.
Please sign my notebook. Ah, he already did. Thank you
What
so
the hell?
much. This
What
will
a
be an heirloom.
professional.
A family treasure passed down
Looks
for
like he's trying to
generations
suck
to
himself
come.
off.
He is.
Well, I've got to get this guy to the police so they can take care of him. Stay out of trouble. See you around.
Wait, you're leaving? Already?
Pro heroes are constantly fighting time as well as enemies.
He can't go yet. There are still so many questions I have to ask him.
He's not obligated to
I'm
answer
taking
them.
off.
Yeah.
Huh?
Holy shit.
Hey,
How do you not feel that?
Let go! I love my fans, but this is too much!
You're just gonna drop him?
If I let go now, I'll die!
Oh, that's a good point.
I just have a lot of things I want to ask you personally! You're my all-time favorite hero, All Might, please!
Okay, I get it. Just keep your eyes and mouth shut.
Sometimes I do feel like I'm a failure. Like there's no hope for me.
Probably
but even
isn't.
so, I'm not gonna give up.
Dick.
Ever.
He's already feeling it. Probably right.
Is it possible to become a hero even if I don't have a quirk? I'm a normal kid without any powers. Could I ever hope to be someone like you?
No. That'd be funny. Just be honest with him.
No, fuck off.
Meeting All Might was a dream come true. A real miracle. Standing in front of me was the hero I'd idolized most of my life. I didn't realize it at the time, but that chance encounter would change the course of my future.
All right, so that was My Hero Academia Season 1, Episode 1. Izuku Midoriya Origin, I believe the episode was called. Got to meet main character, Deku, who, I'm going to be honest, I always thought was a little bitch when I first watched the show.
I could see why.
Rob, what did you think of the episode? Because, to be perfectly honest, it took me multiple chances. I had to give this show like 4 chances to actually get into it, because the first few episodes I wasn't able to get into. So what did you think of after watching this one for the first time?
I mean, look, like I said before, anime is not my thing. I don't actively go looking for this shit, but I thought it was okay. The story kind of reminds me of Sky High.
God damn it.
I forgot about that movie.
So, like, I think this anime in particular is easier for me to get into because of that, and this show from here on out should be titled Sky High Reactions.
Fuck off.
Fuck you.
Look, if to be completely fair, I thought the same thing when I first started watching the show. I compared it to Sky High. But I mean, yeah, we got to be introduced to these first few characters. Deku, obviously, All Might, the supposed greatest hero in the world, and the next greatest hero, Katsuki Bakugo.
Who's that?
That's
The
the
asshole.
dude. Yeah, that's the guy who told Deku to kill himself.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He's
that's
a great guy, man.
Grade A heroics right there.
That's the one thing I'll say that kind of went over my head were some of the names. The only ones I got were All Might and Deku.
That's fine, because for this first episode, I mean, those 3 guys are probably the only ones that matter for this first episode. If you missed one of their names, not that.
Okay.
But yeah, isn't Bakugo the one that you want your children looking up to?
Yeah. Yeah, he seems like he'll be definitely one of the villains. And
Oh, you,
Deku, I don't know, man. Like like you said, he's a bitch. Like, I don't
He's
know.
trying his best, man.
I understand that. There's nothing wrong with trying your best, but like, I don't know. This whole like just smile. Look, I understand he looks up to the dude, so I'm not trying to like shit on him over that. It's just I think it's a bit much. I think for his character, at least in my opinion. I don't know. The whole keeping a weird journal. At first, I thought it was like it looked like he was like doing a comic book type of thing. I was like, okay, that's interesting, like making his own comic. But then it was literally like a journal of how to be a superhero or something. So I don't know. It seems a little weird, especially because they flat out said that he can't. And I'm assuming at some point he's going to. He's the main fucking character. So I don't
That's
know.
a fair thing to assume. Like, and I get where you're coming from. And like, the idea is like he wants to be a hero super bad, but like in a world where everyone, including the bad people, have superpowers. Like, if you don't have any powers, there's almost no way that's gonna work out. Like, are you really like, say we're in like the DC world or something like that? You're gonna go fucking try to fight Superman as just a regular ass dude?
Right.
How do you expect that to go?
Right, but that's my point. Like, there's nothing wrong in this world with just being a civilian. You know what I mean? But his goal, at least, maybe I'm just looking at it too logically, and that's my problem right now, because there's nothing wrong with just being a civilian. But
no.
Yeah.
And look, I hear you. And honestly, at the same time, even if he did have a superpower, it's totally possible he could have gotten one of the shitty ones.
Yeah.
Like, you see some of the powers that are out there. Like, the very first power was just a baby that was glowing. And it's like, how useful is that going to be as a hero? I mean, yeah, you can act as someone's nightlight, but
yeah, chances are his power would be like, oh, his dick shrivels up. Like, it doesn't grow; it gets smaller. When he gets scared, it just. Boop.
He'll just try all the villains with their shrivel dick.
Yeah.
What would his hero name be? Shrivel dick?
anyway.
Deku.
Deku.
No, what another thing I was gonna say was that was another thing in the beginning when they explained it, how 80% of the population had powers. It's like that's like real, like a lot. It doesn't even seem. It's like you being a civilian is kind of special, right? Like, wouldn't that be how it works?
Yeah, but again, a lot of the powers like could just be completely useless. Again,
Yeah,
one you
mundane.
have these people like, what's their power? Someone had a big nose, and
Yeah.
someone can grow their fingers, and I'm assuming that's all they can do. I mean, maybe that can be useful if they're trying to grab the remote from across the room, but
Yeah. Well, it seems that it doesn't even
maybe
seem like they're
important.
all powers. Then. It just seems like it's a breed of like freaks and mutants.
Roundaboutly, yeah, because like I don't know if or when it explains like the different types of quirks, but like some of them are like, I forget the actual name for it, but like they're like fucking transformation or whatever. But basically, it just makes you look like a monster. That's your power. You look like a monster, and then maybe it makes you strong or something. But there's that. And I feel like that would be like the absolute fucking worst power to have, because like what if your quirk ends up being like you can become dog shit man, and you just have to live your life as a giant dog turd.
Yeah.
Obviously I know where a lot of this is going to be going in the future, but like it would be interesting to see like who has the worst powers in this universe.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting like video to make if like we get through the whole series and we kind of rank the 10 best and 10 weakest powers. That'll be that's when we get there. But like overall, I think the first episode, I wouldn't say I'm hooked, but because of the Sky High reference, I am more
God damn it.
willing to watch the episodes.
Dude, what if like the writer for like the manga and like what eventually became the anime and shit, like what if like he was like, shit, I have to write an anime or a manga to save my career. I remember watching that Sky High movie. It's very popular.
It was probably
Wait.
on. Probably popped
Shit,
on television. And
Got it on as his background reference.
Yeah.
And shit. What about a superhero high school?
the main character has no powers. How innovative.
Fuck me, you know, like I fucking. You're right. Like you mentioned Sky High, like I've definitely seen it, but I also forgot that the main character in the beginning didn't have any fucking powers.
Yeah. Both his parents did until the end when he got both powers.
I want to know if the creator thought that he had a completely original idea when he did that too.
Yeah. And then someone in like an interviewer is, "Have you seen this movie?" And he's like, "Shit."
Like there has to have been someone that like added him or like like the @ symbol or whatever on Twitter. I'm grandpa, I don't really know how to Twitter, but fucking they're probably like, hey man, this shit sounds like dangerously close to that movie Sky High that was on fucking Disney Channel or whatever, and he just replies, fuck you.
It's like that one episode of South Park. Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it. Yeah. Overall, I enjoyed it, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, good.
I will say, like, although it took me so many tries to get into the show in the when I first started trying to get into it. On rewatch, this first episode sits a little better with me. Like, it's much better on rewatch than it was the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah.
Without getting rambly, I do want to share how I felt when I first started watching the show, real quick. Now, me, I was all in like when I first started watching the show, but I would also watch like the entire first season in one sitting because I just didn't fucking have anything better to do. But what was happening was I was taking a Japanese class in college, and everyone, like, whenever we had time and we weren't like doing actual class shit, we would be talking about anime and shit, and like everyone would only talk about the current animes, and I was still like stuck rewatching like Yu Yu Hakusho and shit that came on Toonami back in the day. So when people started talking about My Hero Academia, they were like super into it, like, yeah, My Hero Academia is the shit, it's really good, like, oh, have you seen this, have you seen this part? And I'm like, I don't know anything about this, but I do know that I'm not doing a great job of making friends here, so maybe I should start watching this show. So got home for class, watched the entire first season, and I finally had something to talk about with everyone.
Nice. Made a friend. Is that the story?
Yeah,
Made a friend.
That's pretty much it. I had nothing to offer, so I had to watch the show so I could make some friends.
That's kind of sad that you're saying that you had nothing to offer them, but okay.
Well, leave me alone, man. I didn't have to tell the story. I didn't cover to be attacked.
All right. Anyways, that was the first episode of My Hero Academia. Fun episode, at least now it is for me. Can't wait to get into the next one with Rob. See if we can convert him into a fan eventually.
I don't know.
If you guys like the video, please feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be updated whenever we upload another video here. Links to Rob's channel will be down below and at the end card if you want to go check out any non-anime reactions that we have, along with links to my Twitch and Twitter account. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.